host of the Gridiron.
Fourth and goal to go with the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
All right, but so this is a good edge rushing class. So if you know, and once again, if it winds up being where the Browns take Abdul Carter at number 3, number 3. Number 2, I don't blame them at all. Especially if they got just paid Myles Garrett. I think it's $400 million a year, $400 or $500 million a year. He's like half $1 trillion a year he's making now. But he's unbelievable. That was a if I remember, Andrew, I can't remember what his pass blocking grade was. Andrew Thomas's against Myles Garrett. It was pathetic. Yeah, Garrett just ate him up. Right, so I mean Garrett's unbelievable, but I mean if they take Carter at number 2, Carter on one side, maybe and Garrett on the other side, something like that, and they'd have themselves some good 2 phenomenal rushers. So, but this is a very good class for edge rushers. Now, if the Giants wanted to, now we lost the Z's, but we brought Golston in, right? Right, might be like could be somewhat of a trade-off, maybe, right? But Aziz was very special, right? When he was healthy with the Giants, now he wasn't quite a phenomenal run defender, but there was no denying when he was healthy and he was on the field as a rusher, he made things happen. He certainly made things happen. But we kind of replaced him with Golston. But if the Giants wanted to, you can never have too many good edge rushers, right? But I'm saying the Giants wanted to, let me share the screen here. Pop this. Whoop, wrong one. Let's share my screen. So once again, it's all PFF. It's all it's going by here. Is this the one here? Yep, sure looks like it. All right. Yeah, once again, it's all PFF. It's all it's going by here, right? Okay, so obviously we got Abdul Carter, but I mean, according to PF, I think there was 17 or 18 guys or something like that they had rated like in the top 100 edge rushers. I mean, top 100 guys coming out in this draft class are edge rushers. So, I mean, basically almost like 1 out of every 5 or 6 guys that PFF has graded in the top 100 on the draft board is an edge rusher. So the Giants got 5 picks, right? So, I mean, if I'm not saying you're going to get like a Lawrence Taylor come crashing off the edge here, pick number 75 or something, whatever. But, you can get yourself probably a pretty good quality edge rusher in their top 5 picks, right? Obviously, Abdul Carter, he may not even be there. Once again, if the Browns take him at number 2, I don't blame him one bit. But you know what that would mean? It would probably mean that Hunter would be there at number 3 for the Giants. But then in the thumbnail, right, for this video, we got Mike Green from Marshall. Now, once again, I mean, he graded out a 92.4, according to PFF, which was the second highest graded edge rusher, right? But once again, it was Marshall, but he's 6'4", 248. Green has only 2 years of starting experience, though, and not the best competition to measure NFL talent over. So you got to keep that in mind. But the one thing you want to do is when you're playing against subpar talent, you want to dominate. That's what he did, right? And once again, PFF has him the 12th guy, their 12th ranked player in the whole draft. However, he absolutely dominated the way you'd want a future NFL player to do with an elite pass rush and run defense skills. Run defense. In addition to high 90 percentile numbers in win rate and run stops, he has top 50 all-around ability and projects as a starting caliber outside linebacker in a 3-4 front. Now, the thing is, well, unfortunately for the Giants, like if they don't wind up taking Carter, right, at number 3, a lot of these guys are going to be gone by the time the Giants are picking. And I can't see the Giants jumping back into the first round and draft an edge rusher. I just can't see that happening. Yeah. But hey, stranger things happen. But I mean, a lot of these guys will be off the board by the time the Giants pick at number 34. Then we got James Pierce Jr. from Tennessee. He graded out an 87.1. Pierce is the kind of athlete with the production and disruption scores you don't let out of the first round. His twitchy movements show difference-making NFL traits and can be situational at worst and an all-pro at best. So he can, same kind of thing like what happened like last, I guess maybe with Aziz. Aziz was situational, right? Wasn't in there all the time. Same thing could be here with Pierce. So maybe at worst he can be situational, meaning like he could be your third edge rusher, right? Or if you want 3 rushers on the field at the same time, you can bring him in maybe. Or at the best, he can be an all-pro. So then they got Donovan, I have no even idea, from Boston College, who's ranked number 16 overall. He graded out a 90. Michael Williams, or Michael, I'm not sure if it's Michael or Michael Williams, is the 26th graded guy from Georgia. He's 6'5", 265. Stewart from Texas A&M, 6'6", 290 pounds. Then they got Scarton from Texas A&M, 6'4", 285. Some big guys. But what you'll notice here, right, is in the first round, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So out of the top 32, on PFF's board in the draft, 7 of them are edge rushers. So there's a lot of edge rushers. A lot of them are going to go. Now, maybe one falls. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's this guy here, Scarton from Texas A&M, falls to the Giants. Yeah, maybe, right? I mean, but I tell you what, if they take themselves an edge rusher early on, or somebody in the defensive line early on, I would love that. Absolutely love that. Then you got Landon Jackson from Arkansas, 6'7", 280. And they got Princely, I'm not even going to bother, from Ole Miss, 6'4", 255. Braden Swinson from LSU. JT from Ohio State. Then you got 2 of them from Ohio State, right? I mean, obviously you don't win a national championship if you got a bad team, right? Well, they got the 51st and 56th ranked players from PFF are guys from Ohio State, both edge rushers, right? Both of them are 6'5", one's 260s, one's 269. Sawyer graded out at a 90.5. The other guy graded at 86.2. So it might be somebody to keep an eye on for the Giants, maybe in the 3rd round, right? So let's not forget, we got the first pick in the 3rd round. You got Jared Ivey from Ole Miss, 6'6". Kyle Kennard from the Gamecocks, 6'5". And then you got another guy from Michigan. They got a ton of guys coming out early. Stewart, who's only 6'1", though, not very impressive there. Stewart is juiced up pass rusher with less than ideal measurables. Yeah. His effort and leverage give him a chance to win any rep, but he lacks pass rusher nuance to win with more than those attributes and a good first step. His best spot in the NFL might be as an off-ball Sam linebacker, so he can be used as a blitzer more than just as a straight edge defender. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 6'1", 245. I mean, although, if you look here, he graded out at a 91.2, which was the 5th ranked edge rusher in all college football. So then you got Birch from Oregon, 6'6", 295. So he's got nice size. Elijah Roberts from SMU, 6'4", 295. And then David Walker from Central Arkansas, 6'2", 260. He was the number 1 ranked edge rusher in all college football. David Walker from Central Arkansas, 6'2", 260, graded out at 94.6, the number 1 guy in all college football. But once again, Central Arkansas. He's not playing against LSU and Alabama every week. I can tell you that much. But Walker is a highly productive and decorated FCS player. His size limitations will make him a day 3 pick at best. So day 3 pick means 4th round. So, but he mitigates it as best as he can and is a high-effort player who lives in backfields. Some teams will likely take a flyer on him late as a stand-up pass rush specialist. So, right? So, I said, but I mean, there's a ton of other guys. I mean, this is a good edge rush class, without question. So, I mean, so the Giants, wind up, don't get the opportunity to take Carter. I said once again, I said it 74 times so far. I said, the Browns, wind up taking Carter at number 2. Once again, I said I can't blame them one bit. But I said, but that will leave the Giants with Hunter or Shedeur Sanders, right? But I would kind of lean, hopefully, maybe taking more, maybe unless the Giants are just flat out sold on Shedeur Sanders. But I would kind of lean him to maybe taking Hunter with pick number 3. But as I said, but then that leaves defensive tackles, edge rushers. It would be phenomenal if the Giants could either add another good edge rusher or get a tackle in there, beef up that defensive line. Once again, I've said 1,000 times, you never have too many edge rushers.